Hi, Banu. Banu, you are also having a trial version only? Dynamic?
Yeah, same problem. Expired on the last year, December 30, it got expired.
Okay. If you change the date, we can use any time, like any
Yeah,
2 3 years also.
you can.
Okay.
The next week I'm going to install the new version, so till then I have to use this. Because if it gets expired, some services will not work.
Okay.
Some AF services will not work. Did you share the last class recording to Rajesh?
Yeah, I shared Banu.
Okay. So, Srinivas, what did we discuss in the last class? We have completed the methods, right?
We completed the methods and we written on program for copy the data from one table to another table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one. Okay.
Yeah. And Banu, we didn't complete the framework level, right?
Framework level?
Yeah, in Marpex and another, what is that topic? And Marpex and some.
This is Morphex environment.
Yeah.
The development environment, what you are working is a Morphex environment.
Okay. But we didn't complete about the layers and that one, that part, right?
No, layers we did not complete.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So today we'll see about one concept, that is number sequences. Number sequence means just like, say suppose if I open this form, okay, and suppose if I press Control N, I want a new custom number to be generated at the stock ID. I want a custom number. That means it may have the alphabets or it may not have alphabets, or it may preceded with my company name, or it may be followed with my company name, like that. I want to create my custom number. So that what we will do is we will create a number sequence, so that when you press Control N to create a new record, that sequence of number will be generated in the stock ID automatically. Okay, so for that what we need to do is we have to create a sequence, number sequence, in the number sequence module, and we have to make use of any of the existing functional module to work with the number sequence, any of the functional module. Okay, so here for creating a number sequence we do have some series of steps to be followed. Okay, and we have to create a number sequence in the organization administration. Here we have to create the number sequence.
Is that one organization?
These are all the different number sequences we have. In the organization administration, common number sequences. Okay, here these are all the existing number sequences. See, I have a number sequence code echo 13. This is a code, and actually the number sequence will be generated like this: number underscore 013. And this is also one of the number sequence. This is a number underscore SA. Okay, so based on the requirement, see, dat hyphen number sequence, CNC hyphen the number. So based on the requirement of the functionality, we will provide the number sequence like this. Okay, so to create a number sequence, first you have to create a extended data type. We have the extended data type. Okay, and we have the label as stock ID. Okay, so here what I'll do is I'll give the label name as DEC stock ID to identify easily number sequence. For each and every module you will be having the number sequence. Suppose you take human resources. In the human resource shared parameters, you can see the number sequences. These are the number sequences. If you take another module, production control parameters. Here have number sequences. Like that, for each and every module we will be having the number sequence. Now, in our module, to create a number sequence for this particular stock ID, okay, we need to have a separate table, we need to have a separate class, we need to have a separate method. So all these things are required. Okay, so instead of creating all those again, I will make use of the existing class, method, table, whatever are there in the human resources, and I will create a number sequence there, and I will make use that number sequence in our module. Okay, so I'll make use of the number sequence that is available in the human resources. Okay, I'll make use of the number sequence available in the human resources, so that once we create a number sequence, the sequence will be created here. Okay, and this sequence I will use in my program here. Okay, so first to create the number sequence, we need to create a extended data type that I have created already. Extended data type. Okay, now go to this organization administration and create a number sequence. And here number sequence. number sequence code I am giving as DEC stock ID. I'm giving the number sequence like this. Okay, and scope parameters I'm giving it as a shared. That means it can be used anywhere in any module. Number sequence. Okay, and here the segment. You can see the alphanumeric here, 9 characters. Okay, and here I'm adding a constant. I'm adding a constant. Here you click on the continuous button. No need to take care of all these things. Click on continuous button, and here you make it as cannot contain the specified intervals. Okay, now I have saved. So our number sequence will come like this. The format will be DAC and this format like this. Okay, suppose you want to move the DAC at the preceding number. So move down. If I say move down, it will go here. If I say move up, it will come here. Okay, I place the sequence like this only, DAC and this number like this. Okay, file, save, Control S, it is saved. Okay, now we have the number sequence created here. Our number sequence name is DEC stock ID. See here, DEC stock ID, DEC number. Okay. Hello Rajesh, are you there? Go to Rajesh. Hello. Rajesh?
Yeah, but I'm there. I'm uncle.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
The other Rajesh? Other Rajesh?
I don't know about him.
Okay, so this is the number sequence that we got already created. Okay, now what we'll do is go to the code, go to the AOT. Okay, in the AOT, I want to make use of this HR, human resources. So go to the classes. In the classes, you'll be having a class called number sequence module HRM. You'll be having a class called number sequence module HRM. Number sequence module HRM. Okay. We got this class. In this class, go to the load module. Open the load module. In the load module, what you'll do is you copy this existing code, Control C, Control V. Okay. What is our EDT name? What is our EDT name? Our EDT name is EDT DSTK.
DSTK.
EDT DSTK. Copy this. paste it here, edt dstk, and here it is 16, here it is 15, here it is 16. Now make it as a 17. That's it. Just copy the previous code here, change the extended type num and give the extended data type, and here change the sort field number.
But just here we are changing only EDT name, right?
Yes, EDT, I mean extended data type name and the sort field number.
Okay.
Here, this number we are changing. Previously got 16. Here we make it as the continuous number, that is 17.
Okay.
Okay. Now, which is done. Go to this. Classes is done. Go to the tables. In the tables, we have a table called HRM parameters. HRM parameters. Expand this. Go to the methods. Okay. In the methods, we have methods with the number of account number, number of application ID, number of applicant ID. We have all these methods with number of. That is nothing but number sequence reference IDs. Okay. So what you will do is open this. Open this, any of the number, copy, and create a new method, paste it here, and give the number of our own name, our custom method name, number sequence reference number, number of, this will return the number sequence reference number. Okay, and here extended data type num is our edt dstk. This is our extended data type name. Okay, so this number sequence will be executed at the server side. Static client server means it will execute at the server side. So they have given it as a static client server, and this method will return the number sequence reference. Okay, and the method name is number of dcstk id. Okay, so what it is returning is, it is returning our extended data type. By taking the reference as our extended data type, it will check the number and it will execute the number. See, where do we have this number sequence reference? We have the number sequence reference, and in the number sequence reference we got a static method called find reference. See, in the classes, see, number sequence reference, and here we got the find number sequence reference, right? Number sequence reference and find number sequence reference. This is a method. So this is taking number sequence code, that is our extended data type. That is our extended data type. Okay, and it is here, it is executing a code extended data type with the existing number, and it will increment automatically. Okay, so this functionality, all these things, you no need to bother about this functionality. This will be done internally. So what we need to do is, only we need to create a separate reference number. So that reference number we are creating over here. Okay, so this is done. What we have done till now, we have created a class. I mean, we have created a method in the class, existing class. Okay, in which class we have created the method? In the number sequence module HRM class, we have created a number reference method, and HRM, and in the tables HRM parameters table, we have created one method. Okay, so we have made these two changes. Now we go to our code, our project. In our project, what it is, we create a new job. In a new job, what it is, so I am creating a object for the number sequence module HRM class. Okay, the object name is num sequence num seq mod HRM. So here num sequence mod HRM dot load, I'm calling this method. So can you tell me where do we have this method, load method? Where do we have this load method?
Class.
In which class?
It is human resource number sequence class HRM.
In the number sequence module HRM. In this class, you are saying that the load method is available, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let us open this. Unity dictionary classes. HRM. You are saying the load method is available here. We have the load module, but we don't have the load method. But we are creating object for this, and we are calling the load method. How it is getting called?
Hmm.
Do you understand what I am asking?
Yeah.
We are creating an object for this, and we are calling the load method. But the load method is not available here.
Maybe base class method.
Sorry?
Base class method.
Yeah, it is a base class method. The base class method means the number sequence module HRM, it is extending the other class. It
Okay.
is number sequence application module. Number sequence application module. You see this number sequence application module. You see here. Here we have the load method.
Okay.
So this method we are calling out there. Okay.
Okay.
Now for number sequence loaded. Now what I will do is I will execute this job. Number sequence loaded. Now if you go to the organization HRM parameters, share parameters, the number sequences. Here you got a new record created, and our number sequence ID is DEC stock ID. Okay, this got created here. Now select this DEC stock ID. Okay.
But can you tell me again path where we need to go for creating that
The
record?
human resources setup parameters, the setup parameters, human resource share parameters
Setup
in
parameters.
this number sequence.
Shared parameters.
Okay. Now come to our project again. Now, where do we want to create this number sequence? We want to create the number sequence when I create a new row. When I create a new row, I want the number to be created in the stock ID. A new number, I want to generate a new number in the stock ID. So what I will do is I'll go to the method which will be executed on the new row creation. What is the first method that gets created when I create a new row?
Create.
What is the first one? It's a create method. That is in the data source level create method. In this, go to this methods. In the create method, in this create method, um, dstock dot dstock id equal to number sequence new get num of number sequence reference. So here we have a number sequence class which is having a static method called new get num. Okay, new get num will take the parameter of the number sequence reference. What is the number sequence reference means? We have a number sequence reference number that we have created in the HRM parameters. Do you remember this? The tables, HRM parameters, you have created a new method, that is number DEC stock ID. So this has to be called over there. So what I will do is HRM parameters, that is a static method. So static method, just a minute. Hello? Hello?
Yes, one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So we created a method called number of DSC stock ID. Okay. So here what we'll do is HRM parameters, number of DSC stock ID, which will take okay, here. This will return the EDT stock ID, number of DSC stock ID. HRM parameters, number of DSC stock ID, comma, dot number. It is out of range. Out of it's correct only. Number sequence, get number. Yeah. So here dstock ID equal to number sequence is a class which is having a static method called new getNum, which will take the number reference method. Number reference method we are having the HRM parameters. So HRM parameters scope resolution operator, okay, which is having the number reference DC stock ID, comma boolean dot num is this whole value will be stored in the dstock ID at the time of creating a new row. Okay, so here in our project, open this dstock ID. Okay, now if I press Ctrl N, I'll get the sequence like this. It will start from the 1. Save it. So press Control N. Number 2. Okay. This will go on continue like this. Okay. So here in this number sequence we have a series of steps. I will send you the file which are having this series of steps for creating a number sequence. Okay. Here the main role is the extended data type, which is used from one object to other object as a global variable. So first you have to create a extended data type. Then we have to go to this organization administration and create a number sequence with the desired format, and then open the module that you want to create the number sequence. The module is, we have created the module called human resources. In the human resources, go to the classes. In the classes, create a new entry in the load module. The number sequence module, load module method, you create a new entry for the number sequence, and then go to the tables. In the tables, go to the HRM parameters, and there you create a number sequence reference number, and then create a job in our project and load the number sequence module. Okay, and then write the actual code in the create method of the data source. Okay, these we have some 5 to 6 steps are there. I'll send you a file for the 5 to 6 steps so that you can remember it. Is this clear, Rajesh, Srinivas?
Yeah.
Any confusion?
Okay, but first, you created the parameters in human organization level, right? After that,
Yeah.
wherever we need, which model, there we will create the parameter again, right?
There we'll create a method.
Okay, there only we will create method.
We'll create a new method.
Okay.
Okay. This clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. We have one more concept called info parts that we'll see tomorrow. Okay. Right now it's already late for me to office.
What is that?
I think I'll start a little bit late.
What is that one, Banu? Info path.
Info parts.
Okay, is it for SharePoint we'll use the same concept or it is?
No, that is web parts.
Okay.
Which is similar to the web parts only, info parts.
Yeah, info path, this is Microsoft work, right?
Info part, P-A-R-T.
Okay, sorry, PRT, info part. Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Catch you tomorrow then.
Yeah, thank you.